We are
Ah,
now
so it
back.
was that long.
I am back.
Yes, yes, indeed. It was definitely that long, quote unquote. I mean, I mean, you,
Guys,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
I mean,
hold.
Sam, Sam, you saw the picture. Ari, you saw the picture too.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I've already done watched our video and everything. It was great. Good job on that, Douglas.
Oh, sorry, I had to.
Douglas, I've done already seen your editing job. You are a saint. I don't care
What
what
do you?
anyone else.
Thank you.
All right. So now that we are back, basically we left off with Ari rummaging around Tanithil's room trying to steal his shit. And while trying to unlock this last drawer in the vanity mirror, Samuel hears the ranking and clattling of the drawer and
God,
goes up
those
to
walls must
investigate.
be very vast to hear that good echo, because they're being really quiet. They're not forcing anything. Second, they have to be
And
really quiet because of Tennisville.
and just as Samuel gets to Tanithil's room, Ari, you manage to successfully unlock the drawer and open it. Get it open.
So Samuel, seeing her in there, is just going to sigh and run his hand through his hair. He's going to flick his hand towards Tanithel and create white noise with prestidigitation around his ears so he doesn't hear them talking, and just walk
He's like,
over and lean next to her. So, can I ask you why you're stealing?
Looks at them, continues to look in the drawer.
I thought you were gonna do like a.
They made eye contact already. That was enough.
Alright.
Just out of curiosity, would you happen to be able to tell me, essentially why you're in, specifically the man who allowed us to stay here's room stealing?
Shrugs.
Drugs.
Shrugs. Like, doesn't know why. They don't know why.
He gives a soft sigh and just pats her little fox head and just sort of leans forward next to her. So, are you even planning on doing anything with this, or are you just stealing for the enjoyment of it?
If you must know, I am just. There's things I need, and there's things I want. Alright?
No, don't look at me. I'm not going to stop you or anything.
Well. People don't just offer their homes for no reason.
Did you ever think he was lonely and just enjoyed our company?
That's bullshit too.
I don't think so. He seems like somebody who needs a friend.
He looks like he can have many friends if he wanted to. He just needs to stop being stupid.
Let me ask you a question though. Would you want a friend who was with you because they were attracted to you or wanted your gold or anything else from you? Or would you rather have friends who were there strictly for your company?
I don't mean to rain on your parade, but there's no such things as things like that in the real world. So,
Well, I'm here talking to you and I have no real other reason to do it other than I think you might need a friend.
you're a celestial, you have to do these things.
I don't
Here's
have
the book
to.
in the drawer. What's in the drawer, dear?
In the drawer is this beautifully decorated, ornate, blue and gold box.
If you must know, I'm descendant of a trickster god. So no, I don't have to help anybody.
Well, that's good. You might as well go ahead and get on with it then. Looks at the
No.
box, takes
You
it.
see, like I said, you seem like you need a friend. At the very least, I don't think you really want to hurt this man.
It's not hurting him, he has plenty.
Did you not think that maybe what's in that box might be precious to him? Not just its weight in gold, but maybe it's sentimental. Maybe it was his mother's or his grandmother's or dear friends.
There was a journal earlier that I already took, so does it look like I care?
I think you do. I've seen you before, caring about complete strangers. You can say you don't have a heart, but I've seen it.
slight low growl, but continues looking at the box. Did they manage to open it?
Yeah.
What's in there?
Inside is one lone closed gold and sapphire pocket watch.
Bingo. Looks at it. Kind of takes it out. Just looks at it.
On the front, decorated with the sapphire and gold, is the same insignia on the journal that you got.
Takes out the journal, looks at it, looks at the watch. Everyone has secrets. Better to know who you're messing with.
But there is something off about the pocket watch.
Can I like figure that out? Whatever I need to do to figure that out. What's off about it?
Yeah, that would be investigation.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ugh. Let me pull up my stinking. Heck. Oh. Oh, okay. 18 plus 1, 19.
All right. Upon closer inspection of this pocket watch, the edges are welded shut.
You know, something like that is probably rather precious to him, especially if it's locked away like that. Do you really want to hurt him even more than he already is?
He's already broken. I'm not making it any worse.
You can say that, but do you actually feel it? Are you okay with breaking somebody who's already broken?
Why? Why should I care? I don't really see any reason why I should.
Being good for the sake of goodness has to have the benefit of making you at least feel better about yourself inside. Makes you feel good just for doing the right thing.
Moves
At
over to the
least,
closet. You are speaking
he's
too much sense. Ah. Trying to run away from you in the closet.
he's gonna ease himself up and walk over towards the closet and lean against it. You know, just walking away won't erase my words. They'll bounce around inside your head until you actually think about them.
Well, I'll let it be future me problem, not now me.
So you're hiding in the walk-in closet?
Not hiding, just going through it. They
Right.
just calmly got up and decided to go to the closet. They pocketed the watch and such for now, so they can look at it. They'll return it later. Maybe.
Alright, so
Maybe.
the
The
closet,
words are slowly getting to them. Goes to the closet. What do they find?
a mix of masculine and feminine clothes.
Ooh. This is my kind of closet.
There is one outfit in there that is actually on a mannequin that catches your eye.
Mm.
It looks to be a corseted vest with a button-up shirt underneath and a bow tie. But from the waist down, it's this extravagant, beautifully made ball gown.
Whoa.
Now that just seems downright impractical.
It is, but it's pretty. Gets a closer look.
All right.
Yeah, what do I need? What do I need to do? God, my laughs are probably obnoxious, but I can't help it.
Yeah. Upon closer inspection, you see that this ball gown actually has a hidden panel in the front that could actually be removed and be worn over pants and just have this big old extravagant train just flowing behind them.
Looks like some sort of wedding gown.
I guarantee you won't want to know the story behind that outfit.
Well,
It is actually designed to be worn by someone getting married because it is all white with gold and jewel applications applied in very tasteful, tactical places.
some reason I want to burn it.
Well, I mean, he let us into our home, he gave us food, he let us stay here. He's done nothing but treat us kindly, but yeah, sure, rob him, destroy his memories, destroy what little bit of happiness he has left.
Happiness, this whole place feels like a goddamn tomb, and you know it.
Of course, just make him homeless, 'cause that will be so much better.
Because then you
Leave
have no
him destitute.
and you have no choice but to go and interact with people.
Or he might end up a hobbled mess sitting in alleyways, unable to trust again because the people he opened up to stole from him, robbed him, destroyed his home, and took everything that he had left.
I feel.
Hello, person who joined.
Shh. Looks over at Sam. This whole place looks like a damn tomb. He looks unhappy as it is. Nothing in this world he has and has accumulated has made him happy. So what is the point?
Because what he has left might be what's keeping him sane. If you haven't noticed, he's rather injured, and I don't mean in a literal sense. Do you wonder why he's been able to keep it together?
I'm sure. I'm sure you're going to give me some sort of fucking reason.
I can guarantee you it's not due to the lovely company of this town,
Oh,
but I just want you to think about that. But I'll leave you alone. If you decide to keep stealing and destroying what he has left, that'll be on you. But just think about what I've said, will you? He's gonna lean up, pat him on the head, and just walk away. Well, saunter away.
Understood. Hip sway. Oh God. Collins, why have you cursed me? I've never done anything wrong. Because I steal. I've never hurt anyone. This guy's plenty. The story is behind the stress, though. Kind of sits there for a minute and looks at the watch some more and decides to open the journal. See if he can find anything about it. Lock. DM.
Hold on, my mother's trying to talk to me.
Oh.
All right. So what? So you wanna look through the journal to see if you
Yeah,
can find anything?
about the dress, yeah.
All right. So the first few pages definitely describes his time out in the wild, like trying to survive, and then about his time being kept as a slave. Basically, this journal is what kept him sane. And then
Boring.
it goes into detail about how he found someone. Started going into details about dates, nights together, romance.
Oh,
and
good.
then he was engaged.
Still got it. They're just flipping through it. Ugh. Love.
And then it goes into detail about how the same day he got engaged, he immediately got started on making this dress. Spent several months on making this dress perfect for his wedding. Only to find out that not only was this guy already married to someone else, but he was straight.
Ooh.
Yep, that'll do it.
In fact, he stole what he could from Tanithil, considering his position in the town, and then left in the middle of the night.
You fucking
Ouch.
idiot. Letting random people in your home. What an idiot. Looks at the dress. That thing needs to be burned. You can't move forward if you keep it. Skeletons in your closet.
And in the journal, it actually goes into how he starts talking about you guys, how he met you guys, how at first he didn't seem to trust you because of how weird you guys were.
Wait. Stops there for a minute. What does it say about me? As he was looking any diary, what about me?
There was a little section like accompanying this party happened to be a cute little fox, and thought, oh, they have their own pet. That's nice. But then I saw it transform into the most adorable, beautiful, handsome person I've ever seen. But considering my past, I'm not going to let my heart persuade my actions, so I'm going to hold back on anything for now.
Looks what it says about Rogulis. I need to know about these personal thoughts, you know?
It does say that Religus is a funny, albeit
Oh, please. Go on.
Please
Let's hear the
go on.
punchline of this. Let's hear the punchline.
temperamental, strict, by the book man.
By
he
the
does have-
book? I am no way by the book.
This is what he got from First Impressions.
Okay, look, you guys aren't even there.
I know I'm commenting. By the book.
Bullshit's this.
And so he was a little weird to approach. But after going on a solo mission with him and Gunga, I realized he's actually kind of fun.
Nah, you.
What does it say about Sam?
Sam?
Oh god.
Another cute face to the party, but I don't know if he's really my type. I need to get to know him better before I do anything harsh. Especially considering he's relatively new.
What did it say about the pocket watch? That was fun, but what did they say about the pocket watch?
Alright, so in the journal, it comes up to a very specific date that says, today is the day where I venture off for my yearly reminder. If it wasn't for this pocket watch, I don't think I would have really remembered what my mother's face looked like.
Sam's words echo into Aries' mind.
They're heavy. Pocket watch. Out of the information I wanted from this journal anyway. He then proceeds to stick both items on one of the shelves in the area. He's gonna make sure you know. He's gonna make sure you fucking know. So, he then decides to look at the dress. This is stupid to keep hold of this thing. Really stupid. You don't need something like this as a constant reminder or something like that. The thoughts go back and forth in their minds. It's too poofy. It's too poofy down here. Maybe if it was a shorter dress?
I would like you to roll a perception check for me.
I'm looking for a perception. Give me a second. 11?
All right, 11. While examining the dress, you go around the back to see how long the train is.
Mm-hmm.
The train, it actually looks like it started to be burned. Like, the dress looked like it was on the process of being destroyed. But then, when the whole back of it actually started to be burned, Tenethil changed. Quickly put it.
Weak. Fucking weak. Harry decides to fucking take it. He doesn't need it.
You take the dress?
They cut the rest of that burn off to make that shorter and to match. And proceed to take the rest of it. Fuck this. He doesn't need it. He's thinking that's real weak as far as he's concerned. You need to destroy something that brings you this much suffering. It doesn't need to be here. And you need to get over it.
Yeah, well, there's probably more than that just one reason for not destroying it.
Agreed. That's why they decided to alter it. So they'll take it. They don't care. They've had enough of this emotional trip ride.
I will say that Samuel is waiting outside the door, leaning against the wall to see what she chooses, or he chooses.
They chose to cut off the end bits as of this moment because it's already ruined. It's already burned on the bottom a little. So go ahead and make it shorter, at least knees length. And proceeds to take the rest of it. Or at least dress himself in it to see what it looks like. Might as well!
In your male form, it actually fits nice and looks really good.
A ribbon in the back.
Yeah, it is a laced corset type outfit.
Looks at it. The tail is very visible since they cut the dress, so it looks really nice. Kind of here for it.
At this point, the sun is slowly starting to rise.
Oh, well. So
I think the only one who got a long rest was Religus.
Well, because I had a long rest before that and I didn't really need one. Besides to whether or not to take it, it's kind of a split decision. Split second decision, honestly. Stuffs it in a bag and run. Well, kind of Peter Patters out.
As he sees Ari leaving, he'll look up. Well, don't you look wonderful? And by that I mean I notice you're not carrying either the general or the pocket watch. I'm proud of you.
Goes over to you. Wants to punch you so fucking bad in the mouth. Not gonna lie, but just
Can I make one request of you? Please don't make me be the angel on your shoulder. It's not a good look for me. And he just stands up and just kind of saunters his way back to his room.
looks at you and is like, "Leave garbage out in anyway," and walks off. Okay. Oh god. The next morning, they look relevantly fine. Honestly, they decide to go. They don't really have a room since there's only a couple of rooms, so they decided to go fall asleep in some bushes for a nap, like a 30-minute.
No, I said that there are 3 rooms on the second floor. The master bedroom, which
you said 2 of them were bathrooms.
no, that was on the bottom floor.
Oh,
Yeah, the
sorry.
first floor.
Well, they decided against it. They don't trust people. Especially after they just got done stealing the whole house. Surprised there's no gold coin. That's his issue. That's their issue right now. There's no gold coin in this bitch. The only thing that would have been worth is the pocket watch.
Just like you strip Mario. Did somebody say gold coin?
Anyway, is sleep in bushes and atrium.
Right, so with that you manage to get a few hours of sleep before the sun completely rises into the sky. Tenethil wakes up, still in his pajamas, his hair since he fell asleep in a man bun. His man bun decided to become slightly loose, so it's like lopsided, and some stray hairs just fly out. His purple in his hair, the dyed tips are slowly starting to fade. But he doesn't care about that right now. He just wants breakfast, and so he just saunters downstairs, lumbering.
The
Grabs.
closet, by the way, was still open. Just FYI. They did not.
Doesn't even question it. He is too tired. He needs his morning tea or coffee. Just saunters into the kitchen, starts making himself some coffee.
I'd say that Samuel's jogging at the moment.
Harry is asleep. He sleeps. There are no carrot cupcakes in that kitchen right now. There's no carrot cupcakes in there. Just letting you know.
After Samuel finishes his morning jog, though, he's gonna run in and grab breakfast.
There's some freshly made pancakes and bacon on the counter for someone.
Did Tenethel make it?
Yeah, he's making several. So it's basically a set out first come first serve kind of thing that he's doing.
So Samuel's taller than him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Samuel's gonna walk up, just kiss the top of his head. You are a delight. Thank you so much for making breakfast. I cherish you completely. And he'll just saunter over and start eating.
All of a sudden, I imagine flush. Fuck.
With that sudden out of nowhere walk in, kiss top of head thing, he stiffens up and just goes bright red.
Samuel does not notice because if he's not actively trying to seduce you, he doesn't really think about that stuff.
I like Religus just watches it. Like Religus is just watching, and I'm just like, place your bets about who this guy's gonna fuck.
And
Like he says it to the rats, and the rats actually start pulling out dollars. They start making like one of them looks like one of those betting booth guys. Like come on.
As soon as you say that, Religus, Tanithil, in embarrassment and anger, just slams the entire plate of bacon and pancakes right in front of you. Not a word.
So
Hey,
I'm guessing Samuel
well,
would. I'm guessing.
well, if this breakfast is nice and delicious, nothing has to be said. Now, right, boys? And like this squeaks like squeak.
So I'm guessing Samuel would notice that slam. He'll look up. Are you all right, bud?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm fine. Just, I get slightly cranky in the morning for no apparent reason.
No, you need to
I
work
get
on
like
that.
I get like that too without my coffee.
He immediately hands you a mug of freshly made coffee.
You know, this is the moment where I have to say I love you. Thank you so much. He just starts chugging, and she starts chugging the coffee.
Damn it. Pulling them punches. I ain't pulling them. Damn. Harry better get up on their A game.
I will say this is just how Sam talks.
Oh, I know, but it's real funny. Oops.
At this point, Tanithil looks to a scroll on the wall and then back to you, Sam. It's like, hey, Sam, didn't you say yesterday that you wanted to try and find a merchant?
Yes, of course, actually. I wanted to see if they had, there are specific magic items that the elves make that tend to help with keep yourself hidden.
Well, there's actually a traveling merchant coming in today. You can see if he has anything.
You know, you are beyond helpful. Thank you. Is there anything I can do for you? I mean, you've been so beyond helpful.
If you don't mind, you guys can actually make my house your home base. And-
I will warn you, try not to leave small shiny things around Airy.
I gather she's kind of a shiny goblin.
That is an understatement. And I apologize in advance. He has 50 gold. Yeah, he has 50 gold. He just leaves a small amount of gold in front of him and just sort of gets up with his coffee and just shuffles off.
Did something
Tell you
happen
what
while I
Harry
was asleep?
stole. I'm not gonna tell you what Harry stole, but
He's just confused, and as Samuel leaves, yells to him, "Did she take anything while I was asleep?"
Samuel does not respond and just slowly walks out of the house.
I wonder if she took any of that cheap ass fake jewelry.
they did. I don't know why. They took some of the bracelets. They thought they were pretty colors. And they took some of the earrings because they need those. Even though their
Right.
fox ears are relevantly bare, they really like cup earrings.
But yeah, so Samuel's gonna go look for the merchant.
All right. So as you head into town, it is already bustling with people, cleaning, still building. Looks like the town is roughly almost completely built. When off in the distance you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, listen to what I, a humble servant of the people, has to say. It is my strong belief that every man, woman, or child deserves a decent life. Don't you agree? A life free of doubt, fear, and hardship. Our competitors believe you have to pay premium prices for this life. Not say here at Dr. Augustus Monolink's Wondrous Emporium."
Oh god, this is the Minotaurium Emporium all over again. He just walks over. Before I ask, if you have a single rock of gravity detection, I'm going to slap you.
You walk up and see a light brown furbolg with dark brown curly hair, wearing a suit, a monocle, and a top hat, with an obviously fake mustache.
He just sighs so hard that it almost hurts. Okay, do me a favor and skip the cell and just tell me what is legitimately arcane here. Because I swear, if you try to sell me a single rock of gravity detection or a single bag of that holds, I will slap you.
Well, well, well. Aren't you a hard customer? Very well then. I believe I have exactly what you're looking for. Have here a ring that, when attuned, can turn you invisible at any point in time.
Say that one more time. Sorry, beeped when you were speaking.
All right. He holds up a plain silver ring attached to a fake hand. It's like, this here ring, while wearing it, you can turn invisible at any point in time. And anything you are wearing or carrying turns invisible with you. You remain invisible until the ring is removed, you are attacked, or you cast a spell.
Can he tell if it's actually magical at all?
Do you have detect magic?
No, but are there any runes or sigils on it at all?
Okay, so I'm gonna say on this one fake hand there are about 25 of the same ring, 5 on each finger, and there is one that has the authentic magical runes to actually cast the invisibility spell.
And I think the word you were looking for was authenticity.
Yes.
So Samuel will slowly take off all the wrong rings until he gets to the right one and pulls it off and takes a look at it.
hang on. This is my key ring. This is my barn ring. This is my ring.
So Samuel actually takes a look at it and actually sees if he can figure out how legit it actually is. Arcana?
Yeah, that would be an Arcana check, I believe.
Alrighty. Ouch.
Oof.
Alright, so let's see if I'm going to... No, it's not worth using Favor of the Gods.
All right. So I'm gonna say with that, you can't tell if it's actually magic or not. Like, you can't tell if it's the really authentic one, but since it has the runes on it, you think it's the authentic one, so you decide to keep it. He's like, but if you don't like the rings, I do have this cloak of invisibility.
He just raises an eyebrow at him. Can I roll let's see, persuasion to see if I can bluff him into thinking that I already know which items here are magic and which aren't?
Oh, that'd be great.
Is that a yes?
Yeah. Yeah, go
All
ahead
right.
and
I'm going to use guidance on that one. And I'm definitely using Favor of the Gods for that one because I don't feel like getting swindled here. So that is a 22.
he all right, so what do you say to him to make him think that you already know?
Are you seriously trying to swindle a child of Loki?
What?
S-
What do you
seriously.
mean? I'm not trying to swindle anything. I'll have you know, all my items are very authentic, made by the highest elves, known only strongest magic.
Really now. So, do me a favor. What does each of those rings I just pulled off that hand do?
They're all rings of invisibility, of course.
Those are barely rings to begin with. A ring of invisibility is a powerful magic item. Can you seriously not tell a sorcerer? from your average person.
He is actually starting to get very nervous. I'll have you know that every item I have is full of vim and vigor. They are very
And
top of the line, and I will not be swindled by the likes of you.
I am an Aesmere sorcerer that currently has a small white wormling sitting on his shoulder with enough magic to burn this town down twice over. And you think you're going to swindle me with this bullshit ass ring? He picks up one of the crappy rings that I took off the hand. Is this seriously your best attempt to try to swindle an Aesmere of Loki? This is almost insulting. Now, if you have any legitimate items here, you might win yourself some good grace. God, Sam can bullshit.
Sam, just kick his ass, burn his whole stand down, and loot his shit. That's all you need.
And in an act of desperation, he grabs his cane and goes, "Cane!" and starts twirling his cane right in Sam's face as like a form of diversion.
He just literally just points a finger and firebolts the cane. Bang. And he literally just goes, bang.
He just goes, gets on the mount that carried the cart and just bolts off.
He looks at the crowd. So I'm gonna take this one ring and this cloak just in case. The rest of you have whatever the fuck you want, and just walks away.
Can you please get something for Aerie? Just get a bag of holding for Aerie.
Yeah.
As he's riding away with his cart of goodies, you guys just hear, "Until next time, good patrons!"
He snags anything that might look like a bag of holding if it's there.
There is a relatively nicely decorated tote with a Celtic knot fox on it.
He grabs that. Even if this is a bag that holds things, she'll still like it. And just walks away with his cloak and maybe fake ring. He heads back to the mansion.
I like that merchant. He was cool.
DM?
I has a floof.
Yeah.
Do you hear the floof?
Yes. What is it?
I was saying he was going back to the mansion with his maybe magical items.
All right, you do so, and Tenethil is currently cleaning up after breakfast.
He's gonna walk up to Tenethil. Quick question. Would you happen to know how to tell if an item's magical or not? He lifts up the ring to him. He kind of leans in a little too close. I can't honestly tell if this is or not.
Tenethil gently takes your hands to look at the ring closer, and gets pretty close as well.
It doesn't bother Samuel at all. He just stays where he is.
Samuel's not interested at all.
It's more like it hasn't crossed his mind.
One way to tell is
Ari, you better do something. You might lose him.
one way to tell is to actually throw it into fire and see if it starts melting or starts changing color.
You throw it into the fire and it just blows up.
Does that happen to work with cloaks as well?
Cloaks, no. With cloaks, we actually have to test it out.
Well, all right. I'll try the ring like that. Thank you.
Just try not to burn yourself.
I'll make the attempt, but I don't make no promises. He creates a firebolt in his hand, but doesn't fire it, and sees if it burns the ring.
All right. So you place the ring into the center of the fireball.
Firebolt, yeah.
Firebolt, yeah. All right. You hold it there for what feels like eternity, but it's only like 10 minutes. The ring has not once changed color.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. He slips that on. And then he puts on the cloak to see if it does anything.
You put on the cloak and you go and look in the mirror?
Yeah.
Because like when you put it on, you don't really feel that much different. But when you go put it on, you are invisible.
Well,
Except for the cloak.
he starts laughing so hard you can hear it from the every end of the house. Like he is falling on his ass laughing.
So it kind of works, but it seems to be like a malfunction product, which is why he got it. Which is why he managed to get his hands on it.
He removes the cloak and tries and he tries to activate the ring.
The ring works.
So he turns invisible?
Yeah.
Well, shit. He starts wiping away tears from laughing so hard and just goes looking for Aerie.
Aerie came out of their hiding spot for 2 seconds to stretch and yawn.
So Samuel is going to walk over and sort of lean over her and just look down. You know, I have a gift for you.
Looks.
He pulls out.
Invisible?
Snuff, snuff, sniff.
Actually, yes. I didn't say he took off the ring, so.
Sniff, sniff.
He deactivates the ring when he's directly over her.
Talks to the side. Huh?
He after she notices him, he dangles the bag in front of her. There you go.
Oh. Grabs
I figured. He laughs. I figured you deserved something for making the right choice last night. Have a good day, Aerie. And he just turns and activates the ring again, turning invisible.
He's gonna have too much fun with that.
Oh, far too much.
Goes over there, puts it in her little, their little den. puts it in their little den as of this point of stuff. Has NFL looked lately for any of his items or noticed any of his items are missing? They go back into their bush.
Oh, excuse me.
They're laying low a little bit.
I'm surprised you immediately didn't try to check to see if it was a bag of holding. He hasn't actually checked that yet.
Yeah, they took it and they're kind of looking at it. And they're kind of like putting their paws in it.
It is sadly not a bag of holding. It's just a normal bag.
Puts the jewelry in it anyway. Puts the fake jewelry and some of the stuff he stole in it.
Yeah, it's got a fox on it.
Yep, that's actually nice. They understand. It's nice.
Actually, as a matter of fact, he also leaves the cloak with her. he literally
blanket. Thinks it's a blanket, not gonna lie. Full disclosure. They think it's a blanket. So they kinda like drag it in there and just kinda
So to everyone else, they just see a cloak dragging on the ground.
Yeah.
gonna look interesting. What? I'm sorry, I missed what it does.
It's supposed to be an invisibility cloak, but this one is a defective product. So it does turn the wearer invisible, but the cloak stays visible. So basically, if you wear this cloak, you turn invisible, but the cloak just looks like it's flying around on its own.
Adorable. It's a fucking ghost, yo.
Does anybody else actually see the cloak dragging on the ground by itself?
No, because she's in the greenhouse inside the house.
Yeah. But they fuck. So Tenethel have they gone to their vanity and realized some of their stuff's gone?
Say,
Probably anything but nude lipstick.
I'm gonna say not yet,
Oh jeez, this is gonna be great. I'm waiting for the shit hit the fan.
but he does head upstairs to do his morning routine of setting up his picking out his makeup before he goes and take a shower. But he looks to see that his favorite makeup is gone, as well as the new box dye he was gonna use to touch up his hair. And he lets out a scream.
Fucking great
Oh.
screen for the dams. What I like to hear in the morning.
Samuel just thinks to himself, "Well, I did pay him back."
Well,
Like, I am gonna make that fox pay. So he grabs some other colorful eyeshadow that he has, sets that out.
realize that there is the red's missing, the purple's missing.
So
Yeah.
Samuel is actually gonna go look for Gunga.
Right.
The flag's missing.
So he takes out his green and blue palettes, as well as what?
The
She
blue
stole all his nice makeup.
Yeah. Okay, he has greens. He doesn't really have the green. I'm gonna say that he has the lighter green, but the darker green is missing. The red is also missing. All of the red products. And the blue is missing.
He just slams his hands onto the vanity. He looks in the mirror. His eye twitches slightly.
The lip liner, some of the lip liner's gone too. The maroon red is gone, and so is the pink and orangish hues. And the red.
He goes to his closet, grabs his outfit for the day, goes and takes a bath.
Gone.
And after getting dressed, he doesn't even go back to the vanity. He doesn't even put on foundation or concealer. He doesn't even do up his hair. He is stomping around the house looking for you. Meanwhile, Relgus, what are you doing?
I'm not sure right now, honestly. I guess I'm just taking a stroll of the town.
Alright. Sam, what about you?
I just realized I was on mute. I said Samuel goes looking for Gunga.
He is somewhere drunk in a ditch and asleep.
Of course you are. He grabs him by the back of the collar and just sort of drags him back to the mansion. And then he goes looking for Religus after that.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that Relgus, you actually see Sam trying to drag a drunk, knocked out Gunga back to the manor.
Yeah, I guess I'll give him a hand.
Actually, he's using enhance ability, so he is buff as hell right now.
Like he's carrying Gunga like a paperweight.
Just just looking like he just spent 7 or 8 months just working out constantly.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna say that construction throughout the town is well underway. Most of the houses are already fixed. They are now getting started on finishing up the shopping and commercial district. Why can't I English today? Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Maybe they want to listen to the hell breakout.
Sorry, that was my Uber Eats calling.
Hey, get me some chicken, man.
Actually, I got Chinese. I got hungry.
What's your favorite dish? I really like shrimp lo mein.
Bourbon, and we also got Japanese and teriyaki chicken sticks and white rice.
Oh, nice.
It's good. Anyway,
Yum.
My grandma's
But,
favorite my grandma's favorite dish at the Chinese place I still go to was beef and cashews.
that sounds so good right now. But
It was
Samuel
good.
is actually looking for you because he's making sure that everyone in the party is alive and at the mansion, or at the very least, alive and safe.
Alive and still kicking.
I will say that at the moment he is still invisible because he hasn't turned it off yet. So you're just seeing Gunga being dragged.
By
Like
some kind of
like Gunga's being a pup. Like I got to imagine like Gunga, is that you? Yeah, it me, it Gunga. Like you're trying to puppeteer him.
Once he
Me
actually
like, and I can tell it's not Gunga because you say this. Me Gunga like the sparklies.
once he actually sees you, he drops the invisibility and just goes, "There you are."
And what are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to make sure you're all alive and well, to be completely honest.
Yeah, we all came back from our trip.
And then you vanished.
I was taking a stroll.
Regardless, do you need help with anything today? I'm trying to make sure that everyone is good to go for our next mission.
I'm good.
And as a side note, I don't know when I started being the voice of reason in a party, but I don't like it. It doesn't suit me, and I don't like it.
You were the one. Hey, you were the one who also became a dad.
I don't remember that happening, but I don't doubt it. He just walks away on that note, just turning invisible again.
Relegis is just gonna go back to the place and get a long rest.
All right, is there anyone else that Samuel has to go make sure is okay?
where you going?
He's making sure that pretty much he's making sure that everyone is safe at the mansion or knows where they're supposed to be. That's why he went to go get Gunga.
All right.
He came to the realization last night that unfortunately, in this group, he is apparently the responsible one.
All right. So
And
I'm gonna say while dragging Gunga back to the manor, you suddenly hear the frantic screaming and yelling of Governor Nighthill running around the town.
He rests Gunga up by next to the door of the mansion, and then just very defeatedly just heads towards the screaming. Still invisible.
The governor Nat Hill's like, thieves, fire, murder.
Essentially, and basically what you can make out from the screaming is, when am I gonna get some bloody answers about this whole cult garbage?
Garbage.
So as he's screaming, Samuel just kind of walks directly up next to him, like almost shoulder to shoulder, still invisible, and then drops it. You know, you could be a little bit more quiet, just a little bit.
He looks directly at you and just screams as loud as he can right in your ear.
Now, you know, that's downright insulting. I think I'm rather attractive.
You fucking scared me!
No, just because you're not perceptive does not mean I was scaring you. It just happens to mean you're not paying attention. Now, why are you yelling?
Now shut up.
Shut it.
So, Samuel's gonna wait until he blinks and then go invisible again.
I was just screaming about when you Where'd you go?
He's gonna walk to the. He's literally gonna walk around the other side and then drop it while he's standing over him. I'm right here. Are you blind?
He falls forward.
Now, are you done yelling, or are we gonna keep doing this all day?
Fucking trickster lord.
If you would have stayed still, I was gonna say, when are you fucktards gonna give me some real fucking answers?
Well, now I think you're drunk because I haven't moved. And answers about what? You haven't asked any questions.
Whoa.
He's just taking all the wind out of his sails.
For one, why didn't you report to me when you got back? Two,
Because you're not the one who hired us.
technically I am. And two,
We were hired through your friend up there at the mansion, so we report to the person who actually hired us in person. You are a patron, and he reports to you. If you want us to report directly to you, you tell us that beforehand.
what is?
Now, if knowing how these things work makes me a smartass, then you can count me as a genius. Now continue, what is your next question?
I would like to know who these fucking bastards are who stole from my town, who destroyed my town, and what the plans are, and how do we stop it?
Well,
Basically, he cares about his town.
Well, they're the Dragon Cult. They worship Tiamat, and they want her to rule the world. It's a pretty straightforward goal. They're evil bastards who happen to have a hell of a lot more power and pull than they should ever had. And to be completely honest, they should have been wiped off the earth eons ago, but unfortunately, they're like cockroaches.
Okay, then why are you still here? Why aren't you out there trying to destroy their bases of operation and shit?
Because we just robbed them blind of every piece of treasure that they had inside their local base, and so basically now they can neither afford to fund or pay for their operation, which means very soon their cultists are going to go starving and probably leave. There's no way to defeat a fanatic faster than make their followers starve.
You honestly believe that? Oh, you really are an idiot, aren't you?
You ever heard the saying, no civilization is more than 3 meals away from chaos?
The Dragon Cult is smaller than that. I thought you knew this.
Then you actually got the wrong information, because there were dozens upon dozens of Dragonborn in there. And of course, in their actual camp itself, they actually had quite a lot of hands on deck.
You honestly thought that was their main camp?
You hear what you're saying, right? You realize that an outlier with that many people means they have more people back at their main camp, correct?
Exactly. So they have more than one way to get money and to get food.
Exactly. And we just took about almost every ounce of treasure from those 2 outliers. Do you think we're done already, or do you think we're here recuperating after a vicious battle?
Fine. I'll give you 1 day to get your strength back. But tomorrow, you're right back out there, and you finish the job.
Now, here's the thing. To be completely honest, I haven't got a single piece of gold from you. You haven't actually paid me as you didn't hire me. I'm helping sheerly for the fact that I want to help. Now, you... Shush! He turns invisible and just walks away.
I'm getting too old for this crap. And he just saunters away.
He saunters to every man in this session's gonna saunter.
Every
Everyone's
man.
gonna back away.
No. How he's walking away is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this series, but he is angry Bakugo walking away.
Oh, that's perfect.
Fucking gold.
Alright, and... Alright,
Back at the mansion.
back in the
I'm
mansion.
just gonna level. Samuel is gonna have way too much fun with this invisibility.
Oh, that's gonna be great. He's gonna be doing his job, what he was made to do, cause chaos. I have to get him out of the system.
He's currently invisible and goes back to the mansion, but I'll let other people go now.
Okay, so after his rage shower, Tanithil puts on his clothes and is now angrily looking for Eri.
Currently underneath the invisible cloak.
Bursts into the greenhouse and yells out her name. Eri? Where are you?
Not responding.
He is actually actively looking through every single bush.
and he just ends up finding like a floating cloak.
Well, it's not even floating. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird looking.
He gets to the bush where the cloak is, pulls the cloak, and
there's a hole.
Yeah, pulls
There.
the cloak off.
There's a little hole there.
Yeah, he pulls the cloak off of you.
There's a hole there. Again, as I stated, underneath the cloak there's a hole. They've already made their little hole.
He peers into the hole.
The blackened abyss.
He's just gonna reach in.
Oh no.
He reaches in.
Snap, 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 snap. Snap, snap. Little bites.
Like little noms.
He is actually determined to grab you. He is not stopping, even though his arm is being chewed.
Like even though your hamburger in his hand, but he's still trying to grab you.
You just feel the paw every once in a while, like.
No, stop!
He grabs you by the back of the neck and just lifts you up.
You just give him a smile, and you hear like a squeaky toy sound, like squeak.
Looks at him.
You can be as cute as you want. I want my stuff back.
Looks like they had the lip gloss in their mouth. They just lay on your hand.
My eyeshadow?
They don't have that on their person right now.
Where is it?
Looks away.
Where is it?
Like a dog that knows what they did and they done fucked up. Well, I don't know what to talk about.
He pulls you closer so that you're basically touching noses. Where is it?
Licks your nose.
I'm guessing now he knows why Samuel left him that 50 gold.
Like I said, you can be as cute as you want. Where's my stuff?
Turns heavier. Turns into their more male form. They're a little taller than you in this form.
Oh, he doesn't care. He has you by the front of your shirt, pulling you down. Basically being the dominant one right now. Where is my stuff?
You know, you're real cute this way.
Ari, stop egging him on.
Just that toothy grin.
He does blush slightly, but doesn't care. He is still trying to be intimidating. He wants his stuff.
You know, you absolutely beautiful.
Like, I like to imagine you're eventually just gonna be like, oh no, you cut me. You better not do anything to my foxy butt.
Well, what are you going to do to me if I don't? He looks you right in the eye.
He reaches around, like, he actually lets go of your shirt, cups your cheek, reaches around, and pulls you by your hair back.
Oh?
I wouldn't tempt me.
Oh!
I'm kind of here for it.
Bounce, bounce, chicka, wow, wow.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Rip.
Like, he is actually managing to keep a straight face while pulling you down by your hair. I want my stuff, and I'll get it by any means necessary. He said, whispering as he gets closer to your ear.
Do it then. I dare you.
He throws you to the ground and sits on top of you.
You are not. You don't weigh that much in this form. In the form he is in currently, he is taller than you.
He doesn't care.
So you're not bothering him when you're sitting on him. He
I will
kinda-
say we are bordering on PG-13 at this point.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are. Yeah, we are.
Indeed.
This is not for kids. Not for kids. This has been a known. This is not for kids. He rolls over on his back, so you are now. He's making you as uncomfortable as possible.
Well, no, he is sitting like on the lower back of Airy while still pinning his wrist to the floor.
Ooh, kinky.
I'm just imagining Samuel walking by, invisible, looking in, like, oh, I want nothing to do with this, and keeps walking.
Just in case, I might as well snap a pic.
He then leans down and whispers, "Are you ticklish?"
Really? I'm emotionally dead inside like you are, so I don't think that's really gonna work. Fuck.
I can
Well,
stop
that was a
at any time.
that was a mood killer.
Yep. They're angry. They don't want to be captured. They don't want to be under here, but they're gonna be here anyways.
Unless you give me my stuff, I'm not letting go.
Alright. Tries to get their fox footing.
Wait, what?
Yep, they try to get up.
All right, roll a quick strength check, please.
God damn it. Let me look at my sheet. What is that under? I never thought I'd have to use it. 1. Oh shit. Oh god. 10.
10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's enough to for you to like slightly get up. He falls back onto his butt onto the ground.
He lets you. I'm not gonna lie, you fall on his tail. He tenses for a second, and he looks at you. Get off my tail, please.
Oh, sorry. He quickly moves off of your tail.
Fine. What do you think I stole?
I want my makeup.
I'm borrowing it.
Why didn't you just ask?
Why would I, ask? If I can just take it.
Because asking is a faster way to gain trust.
Why would I want that for? Besides, I already took the shades I wanted. Reaches their hand in the hole, and they get out some of the eyeshadows. They didn't get them all out. They don't want you to have them. They're mine now. They're a little greedy. Yeah, I guess I don't need these green ones. Give you the green ones and pinkish hues. You were still missing the reds and the blues and the purple.
Did they take the yellows? Because he wants those too.
They had no They did take them and they'll give them back to you.
Alright, so we got the green and yellows back, alright.
Yep.
As he turns around, he looks back at the door, is like, I want the rest of those colors back, or you buy me new ones. And then he leaves.
I don't have enough money for your ass. Don't have enough money for your ass.
And with that, we are going to end today's session.
No, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say, has he not noticed the fact that that amulet's missing? It's in his vanity, for God's sake.
He hasn't noticed yet.
Ugh. Man,
I'm surprised he didn't notice that his journal and his locket were out.
I know. I feel like if I knew that my makeup was missing, I would check what else, because the makeup was right next to that box. And that box, the drawer's still open.
Look, he gets very short-sighted when he is both A, angry, and B, tired.
Yep. I guess in the next episode we'll have to hit on that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna feel so bad for the viewers. Just the anticipation. You know? Oh god.
I'm actually curious to see if anyone is going to make any fan art of that scene.
I mean, they could if they want to, but no pressure, because I have not even drawn Airy.
Yeah, neither have I yet. Ugh.
And I mean, you know what? If people do want to draw Airy, that's fine. But that would be kind of cool to see what they come up with, because Airy has up to, I want to say roughly 4 or 5 forms, DM, that you've allowed me to have.
Right.
And they have one base form that no one has seen yet.
Sam is just acquiring more and more accessories.
Yeah, but if Sam, there's no art of him either.
Sam is just a pretty boy who apparently was meant to be a trickster fucking god, but now is apparently the group dad somehow.
Dad.
Said he can't be a trickster dad.
Look, he doesn't like the look on him. Okay, he's very unhappy about being the responsible one.
Yeah, and you know what the worst part of it is? It's like I'm not even used to airy-like characters. I've never played them before, so that's funny.
Alright, well, so we're gonna leave it here and get back on together, hopefully soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully everyone will be able to make it. So until then, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, and
Au revoir.